A whole day goes by for you, but not for me. Yes, this is 5 seconds after I just turned off the camera. I'm wearing the same clothes. So during the process of cleaning the room, because I cleaned the room, I stumbled across the bag, this thing that's got my name on it, that my friend Jeffy gave me at the beginning of the summer. I think it was a while back, a couple months back. He mentioned to me that they had released a 1x2 Technic brick in this, I always forget the color. It's not yellow, it's not orange, it's kind of bright yellow orange thing. I forget the color name. I used to know it, I just don't care. But I wanted it because I'm halfway through building a go-kart. And so I already had the 1x16s, as you can see. And but I knew this bright orange yellow brick color did not have a 1x4 or 1x8 or 1x2, so I don't even know why I did the 1x16, because it's like it was missing the other three sizes. But my friend Jeff said one day, "Hey Dave, they got 1x2s. Woohoo! How many do you need? 11." But they still don't have 1x4s or 1x8s. So I wanted to do the 1x1s though, but what I'm also going to do to make my life slightly easier, because what I normally do with these is I build as much as I possibly can with the parts that I have. So you got the engine and you got the tires, you know, so I got all the parts and pieces until I get the rest of the colors of the Technic bricks, the 1x2, 1x4, 1x8, 1x16s, and then I finish the whole thing. But what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to build the whole thing, but I'm just going to use regular yellow 1x4s and 1x8s because I happen to have regular yellow 1x4s and 1x8s. So I'm just going to grab 4 of those because I know I need 4 1x8s, yellow, and the 1x4s. I think there's 5. I never counted. What I should have asked Jeffy for, and I've done this a few times, is instead of just 11 the 1x2s, which is what the set came with, I should have asked for like 20 of them, and then I could have just faked the 1x4s by using 1x2s. But I didn't do that, so c'est la vie. So there we go, there's those guys, and I am missing, and I don't know if this actually came in the set now, but it looks like I can find one. A 2x4. There we go. So I hope I got everything here except for the seats. I did not build the seat for this thing. But I also said, hey, I want to have a model of the car just in case I get it wrong, because I don't have the instructions in front of me. But I was looking all over my shelves here, and I did not have an 854 948 go-kart on display in my room. And I go, hey, there's some nefarious reason why I do not have an 854 or 948 on display in my room. So I went into my bin, and there we go. There we go. The cat's meow, as they say. One go-kart. Now, this one I got in a used lot, I think last year. I put it in a Ziploc and it went into my storage bins. So I'm gonna put that right there. You can see it right there. So you got that right there. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm gonna start talking to, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start building this thing the way it's supposed to be built, except I'm gonna be, as I say, using the I think I'm actually forgetting a whole bunch of pieces. So I'm gonna have to, now this is the one thing. So this wheel hub has a little slot in the top, and then the joiners on that side. So these things break a lot. But when I do that, I make sure the slot on both tires are the same, and then I look at this little slot in the bushing, and I put it on. So you see that lines up with the slot. Now that's something I've been doing since I was 10, because this set came out when I was 10. I'm gonna have to get more bushings. So give me a sec. And they have to be, of course, the old gray, light gray. So I'm gonna pull those up for a sec. Unlike my friend Jeff, I have not sorted my bushings into old gray and new gray. although it is something I'm going to do at some point. That's not to be that way, this one. So I'm going to, at some point, sort out all my bushings so they do not, the old gray versus new gray. So you will see on this, you see, slot, and this. it's honestly, I don't know why, but that's the way I've done it. And so there's that one, and then give me another tire. The other thing I specifically did for this go-kart, and again, I don't know if it's because when I was a kid at 10 years old when I got the set, that it bothered me. Maybe it was not working as it should with smoothness. I put the smooth edge of the bushing on the outside and not the inside, or the unsmooth side, because you see the bushing has the little notches out there to put on studs on the one side, so you can put it on a stud like that, right? But the other end of the bushing is just 100% smooth. It's just a circle, right? So what I found, I remember this, is that when you turn the go-kart, and this one's not built properly, the unsmooth side would hit the 1x16. I noticed that when I was 10, so I flipped it around so you wouldn't have that problem. And so besides that one, this is the way I've tried to build it continuously, making sure that on the smooth side is on the part where it's going to be rubbing against the 1x16. But that's just something I've done, so whatever. It's one of those stupid little things, one of those little idiosyncrasies, as they call it. And so there's that, and then I have to do this part, and of course I don't have the I'm missing a 1x6 axle, which is, oh my goodness, that's 5, 6, there we go. I didn't get all the parts and pieces ready, but that's fine. That is tickety-boo. This is for the, did I have a tile? I think I was supposed to have a tile. Did I have a tile? I did have a tile. Do I have a bright orange yellow tile? I don't know if you have a tile. I don't think I have a tile. Oh, I got 1x2 tiles. Excellent. I'll fake it. Never mind. 2x2. Excellent. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put this back in the screen here. I'm going to take that off because this thing is supposed to have a tile right there. And there we go. So now it's got the tile. Now this, of course, is not how you're supposed to build it according to the instructions, but again, it doesn't matter to me. And now we get the steering wheel column. And the steering wheel. Pop that off, put that on. And again, with the bushings, so there's a bushing there with the slot there. It matches the steering wheel slot, and it also matches the universal joint slot. Why? Don't ask. It is what it is, and I'm not going to change. Well, I already built all this part, so that's fine. Looks like I have to. That is wrong. So let me get this piece off. There we go. And these two are supposed to be on there. That's why I did that. So this is where it's going to look a little funky, because I'm going to be putting the regular yellow on for the 1x4s, and that's the way it's going to have to be, unfortunately. But that's perfectly acceptable for now. It looks better than my orange one, because of course, anybody who knows, Lego's never come with a 1x16 orange Technic brick yet. So my orange car is using red 1x16 Technic bricks. There's not a single, like the orange does not have a comprehensive color palette, 1x2, 1x4, 1x16. I think I got 1x4s in burnt orange, and I got 1x2s in regular orange, and it's just a pain. I'm going, Lego, please, someday, can you please release all those colors the way you're supposed to? And now I'm gonna look again for Number 4s, there we go. That's there. That is there. I will say this. I mentioned this before. I think that the 854 was one of the first sets we got after the big melt, and I had so much fun with it, being 10 years old in the Technic set. So, and then we go over here. We put. That's gonna be fun. I have to like twist it apart. Come on. That was short-sighted of me, but whatever. There we go. So the other thing I did not have is a 4x plate. I think it's 4x10 or 4x12. It is a 4x10. So I'm just going to grab a regular yellow one for that. So this is going to be woefully not the right colors, but in the end, what are you going to do? It'll still look as good as it possibly can. What's I doing there? I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, I was faking it. Okay, let's do that then. I was faking a 4x10 plate by using 2x4 and a 2x6, or yeah, and then this is where we fake it until we make it. And then a 6 and a 4. Look up. I can't believe I did that. Hey, what are you gonna do? So, let's get back on screen. Blah, blah, blah. That goes there. That goes there. So basically I faked a 4x10, which is fine. And so you got the regular yellow here and the regular yellow there. I'm sure you non-colorblind people can see that very, very vividly, that there are separate colors. I can sort of see that they're separate colors. Whatever. So I don't need that piece anymore. And I got a bricklink separator right there. There we go. And then on the back end, that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. And so, as I mentioned before, when I do these recolors, anything that is blue on here is what gets recolored to whatever color it's supposed to be. And I think I've come up with 18 of them so far. Maybe, well, at least 12, 13, 14, at least 14. And then, of course, I sent one off. I ordered some parts from Holland years ago where they did chrome plating on Lego, which is fantastic. And they chromed all the blue parts I needed. And so I have a chrome go-kart, which I bring to show sometimes. And I think that's just the most fantastic thing on the planet. I think it's just a lot of fun. Chroming Lego is something that people like to do. I've seen some people third-party chrome, and of course Lego itself has chromed parts since like Castle days. I remember way back in the day. Can I? Let's go ahead. Did I get that wrong? No, I didn't get that wrong. Way back in the day, there was a Castle theme packs. Basically, you had to buy 4 different Castle sets, and they were pretty small. I believe they were all small to medium-sized sets, but one came with a chromed sword, a chromed crown, a chromed base plate, and a chrome shield, I think. You had to buy the 4 different to get the whole thing chromed. I didn't get that because, again, I wasn't in the Castle anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I thought that was a brilliant idea at the time, and I'm glad the Lego company did it. And I support them in that kind of stuff. And I probably just did this whole thing ass backwards. It's fine. I should have done this the other way. I get this back on screen. Holy moly. I am slacking trying to get these things done so you guys can see this thing. I'm going to take that one back out. I'll take this one off. And then take that off. Take that off. And then put this on here. As they say, McDonald's time. There we go. And then I'm gonna put this guy on this side. Again, you're not seeing it. And I'm gonna put this guy on here. Put it down there. You'd think I remember to build this thing with my eyes closed. And I probably could try to build this thing with my eyes closed, but I just can't be bothered. Bob's your uncle. Okay. Okay. And then this goes up here. That goes to the back. I always love these old piston cars, the square pistons, and again, my friend Evan loves that too. So now, besides the seat and the octagon in the front, we are done for another mostly colorized go-kart. And you know, it's fun. So give me a minute. Hold on. 4x4. 45s. Overture. 1, 2, 3. You would think that I would have all the stuff memorized by now after how many I've done, but in the end I am not good at memorizing these things. But there's that, so there's that now. And over here, this I do know. I need, finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those. Let's see if I get this whole thing accurate. 8 of those. 1 2x8 plate. 1 1x8 plate. 2 1x4 plates. 1 4x or 6x8 plate. Find a 6x8 plate. Easier to find. There we go. So that, this is the easy parts. So here we go. There's the bottom. Now let's see if I remember this part. I need 2 2x8, 1x8, 1x8. 1x6. 4 and 1x2. Let's see if I did that correctly. Because if I remember correctly, it just goes here, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, 6, and 8. Oh, I got one piece left over. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna give up my geek cred right now. I needed 2 1x6s. 1 chair. And I had the hinge. There it is. Hinge. Right there. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna move this here. There's one more thing we can do. And again, hopefully I can find that. There it is. I'll need a pair of scissors, scalpel, sutures, and I need not AliExpress. I think it was Temu. It's exact, and it's black. It's not dark gray. So I'm gonna go in here, and people are going, ah! It's not real official Lego. It's good enough for Canada, as Opa used to say. Boom! Ow! Stuck my finger. Don't do that. Don't do that, home kids. Break the skin. So now we go back here. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. And put that in there. And voila! I'm happy. You go away. You go away. I will be happy if and when Lego releases the rest of the Technic bricks that I need, and I'll just replace them as necessary. But until that time, this is good enough. So let me just get this place cleaned up a little bit. There we go. There we go. I will say this: the bright orange, whatever. It's a nice color for, I guess, people who aren't colorblind. I keep on going through my yellow bins. I keep on finding the bright orange thing, yellow in there, because I do have a tough time, unless it's good light, to tell them apart. Other people, it's like you can see from a far distance that they're a different color than regular yellow. But in the end, it's not a bad colorization of the car. I think I mentioned this in videos past that my favorite recolor was the dark blue. Like, the dark blue is really awesome. But of course, back in 1977, they didn't have dark blue. I don't think, because again, I built all the original colors first, like anything that had the original Technic bricks: red, white, yellow, black, and gray. I thought I was gonna love the red. It was me. The red was okay. It was okay, but it wasn't, wow, that's great. But and then the turquoise, because there's actually Technic bricks in turquoise. I didn't mind that, but the dark blue, and of course, I think the dark blue took me the longest to create. Well, next to these things now, because the 1x16s only came in one set, and it was some sort of, I think, X-Force. I can't remember now, but it's in one set. And I had to order them from somewhere, and it was like $5 a piece. That wasn't that expensive, but they were over $1 each, the 1x16s, but I only needed 2 of them. But as soon as I put the dark blue together, I said, oh, that's nice. And so that's always on display. The lime green, yeah, it's okay. And of course the chromed version, but that's of course second party stuff, third party stuff, to get that done. But the light gray and the light blade and the dark gray and the dark blade, I don't know. They're fine. The white looks okay. The white go-kart looked really good. But I think the dark blue is my favorite by far. Next to the chrome, but that, again, that's not official Lego. Well, it's official Lego pieces, but they're modified. This will be in the next show. If I ever get, I have to build another layer now, because like I have 18 right now. 18, except I think in that I have 2 blue ones. One that has a 6 and one that has a 9. And that's because it just makes it look nice when you're doing the rainbow across the table, to have the 2 blues there, the originals. But I took this guy out the other day. So this is one of the alternate builds. They didn't come with the instructions for this. The instruction book had 4 things in it. They had the go-kart, they had the chopper, maybe it's 3 things. And they had the tire remover off the rim, and I'm going, that's still not my favorite build at all. But this is one of the pictures that's on the box. And it took me, I remember again being 10 and trying to build this thing and trying to figure out how they did that, because that's what you did back then, the back of the box pictures. But I finally figured it out. And what got me for the longest time with this little gap here behind the seat, because it just wasn't working for me. And so, yeah, so this should be back in the box, but I took it out for, I can't remember what reason. But it'll go back for the next show. What I do, and this is just something I do, when I'm doing a Lego show, and I've only done a few in my life besides all the brick fets, I bring that box that has all the cars in it, because it's just one little, medium-sized box, and it fits in the car just fine. And I tell the organizers, and I told Callum last year at Bricks in the Six, if somebody is late, like not gonna be there Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or they leave Saturday night and there's gonna be an empty table or an empty spot in the table, I can fill up a big spot or a little spot with these things really, really quickly. Take them out, boom, they're there. right? So it's a filler somewhere if there's a blank table spot, just so there isn't a blank table spot during the show. And I don't mind if they don't get set up. I'm not, my ego is not bruised if they're not on display. I've seen them before. I built them. I've seen them. I don't need to see them. But if there's a spot on a table that is not claimed, or somebody had to leave, or whatever it is, instant filler, because it can be as big, because I had this thing span 6 feet before, or it could be as small as 2 feet. I can do the whole display in 2 feet. So that's what I like to do. I like to help out where I can, help out the organizers where I can. And so this is usually with me at a Lego show. And I think I set it up maybe 2 or 3 times. And and some people like it. Some people get it. We're already half an hour into this. I'm not going to go off on that tangent. I might start another video just to get back in the swing of things and not go to an hour. So anyway, bright orange, yellow, whatever the color is. I still need a 1x4s and the 1x8s. I was thinking, like, when Jeff got me these 11 parts, the 1x2s, that I should have, as I mentioned, I should have ordered more. But what I should have actually done as well, and not just for the 1x4s, but I could fake a 1x8 just by putting 4 1x2s together and just putting 1x6 plates on top to hold them together. I don't know how that would look. I really don't. But I don't see the yellow that much. I'm sure people can see it right now, that the yellow and the bright orange yellow, they can see the difference. But I'm looking at it, and yeah, there's this piece here and that piece there, and those 1x8s back there. Whatever, it's close enough. And what I have to do now, and I just saw them the other day, and I don't know if I can find another easy. I printed these off my Cricut. They're the exact right size as the originals. Now they don't come with the circle because they're not printed on the circle. They're just whatever. I had printed out the circles too on white, and I don't know what I had. I don't know where I put that sheet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to the next show, and I'm going to figure out what number I want to put on this, and then I'm just going to put that in the show. This one doesn't have to go to the show because I already got 2 blue ones in the display. But this one will get a number. And I'll figure out what, because right now I have the exact same number of colored cars versus the black, gray, and white cars. So they go out. The colored cars go this way, and the black and whites from black, dark gray, dark light gray, light gray, and white go on the other side. 6 and 6. It works perfectly well. This guy's going to be a flying the ointment, because now I have 7 colored cars and only 6 black, gray, and white cars. So whatever, things you don't have to know, things that I pontificate. It's amazing what my mind pontificates on. It's literally amazing how I think about this stuff. Like I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a show and I'm gonna bring this. Like the space layout, I don't even have to think about, because it all goes together exactly as it goes together. There's no changing it, right? I mean, I could put the spaceships down differently, and that's just me ad hoc stuff. But this thing, I want it to be a nice symmetrical layout display, however I set it up, whether it's the one huge arch, which I did before. What arch? Star Trek. One huge arc. One huge arc, or just put them in rows. But it was always nice to have a nice even numbers of cars on this side, a nice even number of cars on that side. But now with this additional one, there's going to be an odd number of cars on one side. But I'm not going to worry about it. I am not going to lose sleep over it. I can't even believe I'm talking about it. But there you go. That's it. That's all. Oh, wait. One more thing. As Columbo would say, one more thing. Peter Falk was just amazing. During my cleanup time, not only did I find this, which is a business card holder that I used to have on the edge of my layouts, and this thing in here, of course, would have the classic space flag on it. I also had a business cards made up. My nephew Zach, who is a graphic designer, designed me these business cards. My issue now is that there's a lot of stuff on these business cards that is woefully out of date. What's in the front here? Instagram, my wife runs that for me. It's there. There's my Instagram right there. My Flickr, I still upload to, by the way. You can go to my Flickr channel, and my YouTube as 17. You're on it, so you better know where it is. And my email address. And on the back, I put helpful notes for Lego stuff, or Ontario Brick Builders, which is defunct. That Facebook group is long since defunct. And then the very next one, BrickFet. It is what it is again. So, and then buy Lego bricks, bricklink.com and shop.lego.com. So those two things are still valid. But I have this many business cards left over, and I had a box over here. There was a nice little printing shop right in Winona, which is fantastic, but now they're gone. And I have to get new business cards made up anyway, because the data on these cards is out of date. So I actually have to ping my nephew again to see if he still has the original PDF that he can edit, or whatever he did it in Adobe Illustrator, wherever he did it from. And then I'll get some new business cards made up. But look at that nice business card holder. Yes, I am that kind of person. Anyway, that's it. That's all. 32 minutes. Second video back. That's it. I'll talk to you soon.